Ever caught yourself saying, "What did I just watch?" during an IShowSpeed stream? Today, we're counting 10 of the absolute craziest moments where Speed went completely unhinged. And trust me, it gets wild. From flashing chaos to international chase scenes, these are the clips that left the chat speechless. Moment 1. The horror game flash out. Picture this: Speed's cozy, playing a horror game. You know, heart-pounding ambient sounds, jump scares lurking around every corner. Chica barges in and boom, he freaks out like his computer just exploded, and in the calamity he accidentally flashes the entire stream. 1 second it's laughs and screams, the next he's dead silent, panic face on, slams the end stream button like his life depends on it. Chat? Spamming flash warning and legends like "I show slow, I show meat" are born. That clip not only became instant meme material, it was so outrageous people debated if he should even stay on YouTube. His apology video was cringe-free, but it taught us one thing: Speed is unstoppable. Until he hits that red button, then poof, you had to be there. Moment 2. Toxic gamer mode gone too far. Flash forward to a heated Valorant match. We're down to the wire, 10 seconds left, and Speed's yelling at chat, teammates, literally anyone who dares breathe wrong. He flips, calling out random players with cringe-level lines like, "Do your husband's dishes," and "Girl, if you're not playing, get off stream." Chat explodes with "Yikes," and he's toxic. Speed? Still screaming, clueless, he's crossed the line. Eventually, mods intervene, bans fly, and an apology comes miles too late. It was a lesson in unchecked rage and how just because you're alive doesn't mean you should lose yourself. Beyond that, it sparked intense chat debate. Should streamers be held to the same standards as athletes? Moment 3. The foot fetish fake out. Enter Chica again. This time, they reenact a foot cleaning challenge. She teases it, Speed plays dumb, then she dares him to lick her foot. And Speed does what only he would. Barks at her, flips out, calls it dog behavior, hugs awkwardly, then proceeds to make the licking noise to bait more apology shares. Chat goes ballistic. This is so weird. Okay, next level cringe. It wasn't gross or inappropriate, just the kind of bizarre energy that only Speed can conjure, making you question reality while you laugh at how he's somehow pulling it off. Moment 4. KFC chaos with a Panamanian fan. We skip ahead. Speed's in Panama with a fan. She offers him KFC. He goes to eat, then drops a wild elephant in the room. Line about her size. Chat gasps. He immediately backtracks, tries to gaslight her. "I didn't say that, no offense." Then camera shakes, crowd laughs, he trips. Chat goes, "Oof," and he really did that, while some defend him. It was a clumsy vibe, not hate. It became a live sociology lesson, how to handle gaffes when your camera never stops rolling. In the aftermath, it sparked commentary about body shaming and cultural etiquette on livestream, with viewers debating whether Speed crossed a line or just triggered a teachable moment. Speed posted a short apology praising the fans' bravery, and the incident remained a flashpoint in conversations about authenticity versus responsibility in global streaming. Moment 5. The Ronaldo meet that broke Speed. Speed has dreamed his entire life of meeting Cristiano Ronaldo. When it finally happens, his energy skyrockets. "Oh my God, I love you, bro." He's shaking, sweating, begging for photos. Ronaldo, the GOAT himself, smiles and says, "Brother," and Speed nearly sobs on camera. It's pure emotional overload. Half fan worship, half breakdown. All heart. Chat calls it World Cup moment energy, and you can almost see Speed's spirit leaving his body from the intensity. Moment 6. Messi wins, Ballon d'Or, Speed implodes. Messi wins the Ballon d'Or over Ronaldo. Speed, obviously a Ronaldo loyalist, is shaken to his core. His face crumbles, he whines, "What now?" and disbelief hits harder than the Catalan counterattack. The clip becomes an instant meme. Speed, frozen, staring off into space while the award show plays. Moment 7. Rocky-style World Tour Egg Challenge. On tour, Speed taps into his full inner maniac mode and decides out of nowhere to act like Rocky. But not the movie Rocky with strategy and gloves. Nope, this is Speed's version of Rocky, which means raw eggs, wild flexing, air punches, and not a single warm-up in sight. The man grabs a carton of eggs midstream, cracks them raw into a cup like he's about to fight Apollo Creed, except he's shadowboxing the air with the finesse of a toddler on a sugar rush. The crowd? Absolutely living for it. People in the background are cheering like he just won a championship. The chat is exploding. Emojis everywhere. And just when you think it's done, Speed levels up. He flips midair like he's auditioning for a live-action anime. The flip's a little janky, but he sticks it, kind of. And somehow that moment becomes pure electricity. He rides the hype like a wave. Next up, trampolines. Yup. Why not bounce around after slamming raw eggs? It's Speed, baby. Toss in a random dance break because chaos loves company, and the crowd's gone full stadium mode. Moment 8, nearly breaking his neck on a trampoline. After the egg showdown, where Speed downed raw eggs like he was prepping for a Rocky reboot, he decided to push his limits even further. Naturally, that meant heading to a trampoline, because when you're Speed, sitting still just isn't an option. He hops on with a big grin, clearly buzzing with chaotic energy. First bounce, solid, second bounce, launch mode, then boom. He goes for a wild backflip. But midair, you can tell it's going sideways. He spins too close to the edge. The camera shakes violently, and before anyone can process what's happening, impact. Speed crashes hard. The mic picks up a thud and a muttered curse. Then silence. His body slumps like a rag doll. For a split second, chat is frozen. Then panic hits. Mods slam the cut stream button. Rumors immediately swirl. Did Speed just break his neck on stream? Some say he fainted. Others claim it was shock. Either way, the internet ignites. But then, like nothing happened, Speed reappears in a quick selfie video. "I'm fine," he says, smiling, brushing off the dust. Chat erupts. Half relieved, half still processing the chaos. Memes flood in, tweets, TikToks. Even Reddit's medical threads light up with doctors speculating about spinal compression, bruised vertebrae, and concussion protocol. One orthopedic specialist wrote, "He got insanely lucky. That could have ended his career." Speed later explained it himself on a recap stream. "Yeah, it hurt. Yeah, I took painkillers, but no lasting damage." He even joked about hating the meds. Fans? They breathed a massive collective sigh of relief because only Speed could fly that close to disaster and bounce back laughing. Moment 9, Norwegian rooftop Sui chaos. During his world tour stop in Norway, somewhere halfway up a random building like he was scaling Mount Chaos, Speed found himself surrounded by a buzzing crowd. Then it happened. A chant started low, then rose like a Viking battle cry. "Messi! Messi! Messi!" Now, anyone who knows Speed knows this is blasphemy in his world. Without hesitation, he whips around, slaps on the biggest grin, and hits them with the most dramatic Su celebration you've ever seen. Arms wide, chest out, like he's Ronaldo himself. Then chaos strikes. Again. He leaps in the air to really sell it, but on the landing, his ankle betrays him. The crowd gasps. He lets out a sharp yelp, gripping his foot, pain etched on his face, but instead of shutting down, he shouts, "Where are my shoes?" Like his Nikes were the real emergency. His crew rushes in to carry him off, and even then, Speed treats it more like a side quest than a medical emergency. The clip blew up across Norway, showing up in Oslo news broadcasts and late-night talk shows. Locals even recreated the moment in TikTok spoofs and street interviews. Speed later shared a recovery video, icing his ankle, thanking Norwegian fans and promising, "Physical therapy stream soon." It wasn't just a mishap, it was an adrenaline-fueled international streamer theater. Moment 10. Karen confrontation at fast food market. Last, we find ourselves at a fast food outlet. Just a regular day with Speed and Kai Cenat grabbing some fried chicken, streaming their adventure with their usual chaotic charm. But then, out of nowhere, a woman storms in like she's auditioning for the lead role in Karen, the sequel. She's fired up, claiming they're disrespecting the line and disturbing the peace. Speed's baffled. We just hear vibing. She doesn't hold back, calls them idiots, tells them to grow up and act like men. But instead of clapping back, Speed tries to keep it cool. He offers blessings, literally says, "God bless you," hoping to smooth things over. Her response? "No, don't talk to me like that." Comment below, smash that like, hit subscribe, and ring the bell, because with Speed, the next chaos is always live.